everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Eileen and I'm starting a matcha business. You're probably wondering who the hell am I? And unfortunately, that's a fair question because I've been creating content for a while now, but I only have 2K followers on TikTok, 500 on YouTube, and 400 on Instagram. So what you're feeling right now is valid. So let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Eileen. My real name is Aileen. It's a Japanese name, but I thought it might be difficult for English speakers to pronounce or remember, so I named myself Eileen. I'm 26 years old and I work for a small company that sells Japanese beauty products to other countries. Which brings us back to the question, why am I starting a matcha business? I'm not really good at explaining stuff, so let me just...
How this started explained with cats. Eileen Cat loves matcha. She would have been dead by now without it. One day, CEO Cat said,
I'm interested in a matcha business.
Eileen Cat took the opportunity.
I know what the girlies want!
Now CEO Cat need real business plan. From Eileen Cat so asked for one. Eileen Cat is confused, cause she has no experience, no knowledge. But the one thing about her, she never gives up. She made a matcha presentation on Canva, and somehow CEO Cat approved. But there's one condition. Anyway, now Eileen Cat has budget, 6 months, and real responsibility. And she really needs your support.
Alright, I hope that helped you understand the situation. Now that I have a budget, I need matcha to sell. I've always loved this matcha from Sencha, so I basically wrote them a love letter. And they wrote us back. So we had an online meeting and I went to Hudex and I met them in person and they gave me many samples. Now I have to choose which matcha to sell, but there's one problem. So my CEO suggested,
why don't you taste them without any bias? Make it a blind test.
And people from Sencha were also like,
oh, that sounds fun. Let's do it.
So this is basically a test for me if I have a good taste and can be a good matcha brand producer. So I'm a little nervous, but it's time for a taste test, so come with me. Hello. So I came to this rental kitchen today and I thought it was gonna be super pretty with all the sunlight, but why is it so cloudy today? But whatever, we're doing the taste test anyway. Here I have 9 matcha and I need to pick 2 out of the 9. Actually, my mom is here to help me, so I'm gonna get her opinion too. I'm gonna be judging them based on color, texture, aroma, flavor, and then finish and frostability. So first, I'm gonna check the texture and color by rubbing the matcha onto the paper, and then I'm gonna actually whisk them and see how well they foam. And finally, I'm gonna taste them and judge the aroma and the flavor. I started with the paper test. Honestly, I didn't think this would show this much difference. Number 2 looks very good here. Number 4 didn't do well on the rubbing test, but actually on my finger it felt so soft and the powders were so fine. I thought number 10 was hojicha, but it turned out to be matcha too. And both color and texture were great. And here is the final result. Texture wise, number 2 and number 10 got the highest score. And color wise, number 4 and number 10 got the highest. Okay, the paper test is done. Let's move on to the whisk test. Let me show you some good ones for you first. Number 2 looked promising on the paper test. It also had good frostability. I think number 4 did the best on this test. The microfoams are very beautiful. It looks a little yellow because of the lighting, but number 10 also made a beautiful thick foam. For the others, no matter how much I whisked, I couldn't make any foam. It just disappeared immediately. In this test, number 4 and number 10 achieved the highest scores, followed by number 2 in the 3rd place. Okay, let's move on to the taste test now. 와, 진짜 니가이.
Nigai means bitter in Japanese, so I'm not being racist, don't worry.
A lot foamier, a lot thicker compared to the first one. Whoa. めっちゃ苦い and pretty similar to the first one. It's really thick but compared to the second one, it's a lot more bitter. Mm. なんか美味しくはないけど飲みやすいと思う。なんかでも美味しくはないわ。Oh, the bitterness like immediately kicks in, but the finish is not that bad. Very powdery. It doesn't have any bitterness. なんか口に当たった時のまろやかさがない。めっちゃまろやかで。It has a little bit of bitterness, but the finish is a little sweet and it feels really good. I know a lot of people love matcha lattes, so let's try them as latte this time. Okay, now I made 10 lattes.
めっちゃ草の味する。Yeah, it tastes decent. This doesn't taste bad. わ、これ美味しい。Honestly, I didn't think it's gonna make much difference when you make it a latte, but it does make a difference. Number 4 is really good. やばい、草なんだけど。Oh, because it was really bitter, when you make it a latte, it tastes pretty good. これも悪くない。甘すぎるけどめっちゃ美味しい。美味しい。やっぱ10 and 4 is the winner.
In conclusion, I really liked number 10 and my mom really liked number 4. And we both think like these two are top 2. So let's share these results with the matcha company and let's decide on which matcha to actually sell. It's the next day. I'm going to hop on a meeting with the matcha company and see the results. I'm so nervous, but let's see.
お願いします。2番と4番と10番良かったんですけど、その中でも特に私は10番と4番が。お願いします。今回オーガニックとノンオーガニックを送らせていただいて、ごちゃ混ぜになってるんですけれども、これが全部ですね、ノンオーガニック。やっぱり、まさにその通りで、やっぱりオーガニックがない方が美味しいですね、やっぱり。はい。助産地もいろいろあるんですけれども、はい。選ばれた2、40すべて宇治の。わー。かなりの偏りが。でも宇治がやっぱり一番のブランドで技術もあるので、やっぱり他の会社に比べて宇治が美味しいですよね。高級なグレード。はい。の中で一番高いのが、4番。で、その次に高級グレードの中で2番が高いの。10番がこれミドルグレードではあるんですけど、その中で一番いいやつが10番。あ、じゃあちゃんと、なんか、分配して選べたのかな。合ってますね。なので、どんどんそうです。よかった。
Alright, the meeting is finished and it turned out I was right. I feel like I was approved as a matcha brand owner, so I'm so happy. So now matcha is secured. So we decided to move forward with number 4 and number 10. What made me really happy is that they ended up being what we had hoped for from the beginning. One from the premium grade and one from the mid grade. So number 4 is from the premium grade and number 10 is from the mid grade. We call it mid grade because of the price, but both of them are ceremonial grade and they are high quality and taste really good. Unfortunately, I didn't get the footage of choosing them, but I'm also planning to offer 2 different grades of hojicha powder. They're both incredibly great and one of them tastes almost like chocolatey and it's so deep and so delicious. You may have noticed from my reactions during the tasting, but I didn't choose any of the organic matchas. A lot of the organic matchas had a unique flavor that just wasn't my favorite. Producing organic matcha is so very challenging, and there aren't many options that successfully balance both sustainability and a great taste. That said, if I find an organic matcha that I genuinely love, I'd absolutely love to offer it someday. The next step is packaging. I'm currently working on package designs and trying out lots of different ideas to create something that stands out and catches the attention of fellow matcha lovers. I'll be vlogging as much as I can, so I hope you stick around as we build this brand together. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate your support and I hope to see you again in the next video. またね!